You're listening to the Real Elevation podcast. I'm your host, Mike Hendricks, and here we discuss topics on personal fitness, well-being, and elevation of mind and body. Join us as we help build and grow a community of real, elevated men and women. If you're currently feeling frustrated, flat, and fed up with life, or want to be a physically and mentally elevated individual, you're invited to join us each and every week here on the Real Elevation podcast. Welcome to the RE family and get ready to elevate your mind and body. Welcome to the Real Elevation podcast. I'm your host, Mike Hendricks, and today we have another outstanding, informative, and elevating show for you. Today we're going to be discussing the 4 holistic steps to take responsibility and reclaim your health and wellness. The 4 holistic steps to take responsibility and reclaim your health and wellness. Now this is key, guys, because we live in a world that often prioritizes convenience over well-being, and it's easy to lose sight of our responsibility to look after ourselves and take care of our health and our wellness. However, taking care and responsibility of your holistic health is essential for leading a fulfilled and balanced life. So if you find that you're not in that state at the moment, you kind of feel out of kilter, taking responsibility and doing things in a holistic manner is going to help you get back on track. Now, often I'm asked the question as a holistic health practitioner or holistic health and fitness coach, what is holistic health? Now, this is a question that I often get asked, and you may be wondering what Holistic Hendricks is all about, or Hendricks Holistics is all about, and how we do things maybe differently from the average personal fitness coach out there. Now, I'm going to kind of summarize it, because when we're talking about holistic health and holistic fitness and holistic well-being, that's a whole nother conversation in itself. So I'm going to try just surmise and keep this quite concise. But if you think about it this way, holistic health is an approach to life that considers a multi-dimensional aspect of well-being. So it's not just looking about fitness, it's not just looking about your diet and nutrition, it's looking about all aspects, polychromatically if you like. It encourages individuals, so we're talking about the therapists, the coach, and obviously the person that's directly at the center of the practice, to look at the whole person. So we're looking at physical, mental, emotional, social, intellectual, and if you want to incorporate this, spiritual as well. I know a lot of people have a little bit of issue when we talk about spirituality, and again, that's another whole different topic, but we're looking at those areas: physical, mental, emotional, social, intellectual, and spiritual. So when we're talking about holistic health, we're talking about all those aspects of a person, of a being. Now, let me give you an example. So if I'm training a client and they're coming in and their primary goal is to get the weight down or to build up some strength, but I'm not taking into consideration or into fact that that particular individual may be going through a divorce, they may be stressed at work, they may be having issues in terms of relationship with the children or the partner, and I'm not looking at the big picture. That's not really a holistic approach. And unfortunately, for many fitness and wellness coaches, they often look at people as certain aspects that don't really overlap into each other's area of life. So we need to make sure that when we're looking at an individual, we're taking into consideration every aspect. You know, what's going on with them emotionally, what's going on with them intellectually, what's going on with them socially, because these all have an impact when we're looking to help people. So holistic approaches to health is really derived from traditional or ancient practices and traditions that are really there to help people achieve high levels of wellness and prevent disease. Yeah, so that's basically, in a quite short way, me breaking down what holistic health is. So when I'm working with my clients, I'm not just talking about the fitness, I'm not just talking about the nutrition, I'm talking about every aspect of their, if you like, their life. Taking that multi-dimensional approach. What's going on mentally, more emotionally, socially, intellectually, spiritually, and obviously physically. So how does that tie back into you taking responsibility? So I'm going to give you like 4 steps now, 4 holistic steps that's going to help you take responsibility and take charge and reclaim your health and your well-being. So number 1, talking about mindful nutrition, so nourishing your body but also nourishing your soul as well. So one of the fundamental aspects of holistic health is mindful nutrition. So what are we talking about when we refer to mindful nutrition? What we put into our bodies has a profound impact on our physical and mental well-being. So taking responsibility and understanding what you are putting into your body and how it impacts your not only physical health but mental health as well. Start by making conscious choices about what you eat. So if you ask most people, they will tell you what a healthy diet is. But if you ask most people, do they practice a healthy diet? They'll probably say no, they don't. Now, why is that? Now, there are lots of different reasons why people know something but do something, and that's where holistic coaching comes in, talking about bridging that gap between knowing something and actually doing or practicing something. But mindful nutrition and nourishing your body in the right way is the first step in taking responsibility and reclaiming your health and your well-being. You can focus on things such as whole foods, unprocessed foods, foods that are rich in nutrients, and antioxidants. You've heard me talk about it before when I mentioned in my book, The No BS Fitness Formula. I'll leave a link in the description so you can have a look at that when you're ready. About the Zen principle. So 0 refined foods, foods that are energy rich and foods that are nourishing. That's what I talk about when I talk about that Zen principle. So if you can begin to incorporate those type of foods, a variety of whole foods, organic vegetables, lean protein, whole grains into your meals, learning about what's right for you. You've heard me say before, talking about the primal eating pattern that Paul Chek often refers to, is understanding what your primal pattern is, understanding what your body needs at any given time. That's the best diet. You can ask me what is the best diet. The best diet is the best diet that works for you. That could be a culmination or an amalgamation of different principles from different types of diets. Some people talk about keto, paleo, Atkins, the list goes on and on and on and on. But understanding what is right for your body at any given time, that is the best diet for you. Also, when we're talking about mindful nutrition, it's paying attention to how you eat your food. Now, again, in the Real Rejuvenation Program, we have a section where we talk about whole and nutritious foods, but understanding that relationship with the foods and how we eat that food. So eating mindfully means basically savoring the food, understanding where the food coming from, really being appreciative of how that food has got on your plate or in your hand, and really understanding that the relationship between the food and yourself and the food is one. Now, again, in the Real Rejuvenation Program, we talk about this and go into much deeper understanding about this, how we eat mindfully. But it's a practice that not only improves the digestion, but it encourages a healthy relationship between you and the food. And in real terms, really stops people overeating because they understand about the nutrition and the value of the food. So paying attention to how you eat, what you eat, and obviously when you eat, that is mindful nutrition and nourishing your body in the right way. So that's step 1 in taking responsibility. Step 2, again, you'll hear me go on about this forever and a day, but regular exercise to move your body and energize your mind as well. So your body and your mind are one. I often say that a person's outward image is a reflection of their inward mind. So if I see someone who's pretty in good shape and looks well, has good posture, goes about their daily life with purpose, that's a reflection of the mind. And the quite opposite is true as well. So I see someone sluggish, not very enthusiastic, has poor posture, that also is mirroring or a reflection of what's going on in their mind. And often it's unconscious. Not many people are aware of this, but one reflects the other. So I always and I always will encourage people to move their body. Holistic health encompasses both body and mind, and regular physical exercise. That is vital to component of balancing and keeping your body healthy and well. You have to take responsibility for both your physical and mental wealth, and it's finding something that works for you. Now, you've heard me talk about that. Exercise is key, but I know what puts a lot of people off is because the way, and we in the fitness industry have to take responsibility for this, the way people often feel and think that they have to train is very off-putting. No pain, no gain, or go hard or go home. Often the mantras that many people, both men and women, don't really relate to, but yet still that's the image that's portrayed. So it's finding something that works for you, that's going to help you to energize your body. You've often heard me talk about working out is important, but also working in. So again, in the Real Rejuvenation program, we talk about regenerative exercises that are going to help energize the body, replenish the body, revitalize the body, as well as those exercises that are going to tax the body, going to stress the body, but in a good, beneficial way. It's finding that right balance. So whether it's doing a boot camp style HIIT workout, or whether it's doing something like Qigong, yoga, or Tai Chi, finding that right balance that works right for you to help you move and balance your body, energize your body in the right way, is a step to retaking responsibility, reclaiming your health, and then your wellness as well. Number 3, mental and emotional well-being. Nurture your inner self. So when we're talking about holistic health, it just goes beyond just talking about the physical body. I touched on it in that last point as well. But step 3 is mental and emotional well-being. It extends to making sure that our mental and emotional needs are also met as well. So taking responsibility of your inner self. So what do you need to be emotionally met? What does it take for you to be mentally met and mentally stimulated as well? Take responsibility improves your overall health and well-being as well. So just like you might feel hungry at a particular point throughout the day and you'd reach for a meal or reach for some type of food, it's the same when it comes to your emotional well-being and your mental well-being. You have to reach and do things that's going to help to nourish and energize those aspects of you as a human, as a being, as a person. So what does it take for you? Now, certain things that you can look to do that I practice and I encourage my clients to do and the people that I work with is making sure that we're not overly stressed or feeling anxious or struggling with any levels of anxiety. And one of the simple practices that you can do is meditation. So one of the first things I do, get up in the morning, as I've been to the toilet, drink some water, is find time to meditate. Sometimes it's only 10 minutes, sometimes it might be 15 or 20 minutes, but it's setting me up and orientating my mind for the day ahead. Sometimes I do a guided meditation, sometimes I'll just sit and be still and focus on breathing, which again is another technique. Deep breathing exercises is another great way of helping to mentally decompress, get your mind in a place where you're just monitoring and not judging and not going too deep and into your thoughts, but just observing the thoughts as they come in and out of your mind. But that's going to help you to have emotional and mental stability and help you to understand and take a step back, if you like, in terms of taking responsibility of your health. Because as I said, just like you would nourish the body with food, you also have to nourish your mental aspect and your emotional well-being, and meditation and breathing exercises can help you do that. One other thing that you can do that helps you create space and decompress and kind of put things in perspective is also journaling. So simply writing things down, that's a valuable tool that I often encourage my clients to do, that helps them just to write things down, put things in perspective, what is on their mind at any particular time. Writing it down on a piece of paper can be therapeutic, but can also help you go back, look at those notes or that journaling that you have done over time, and look back and think, well, I've actually overcome that, or things aren't as bad as they perhaps used to be, or things aren't as bad as I once thought. Having that journal there as a reference can really, really help you with that. And then finally, balancing your lifestyle. Now, there are many people that use the term work-life balance. Now, it's a topic, or it's a term that can stir a bit of controversy, because some people say, well, you shouldn't have work-life balance. Your life should be just balanced anyway, and you should be doing things that enrich your life and encourage you to live a more fulfilled life. But what I would say in response to that is taking responsibility and finding your own path and your own journey towards holistic health. It does require a level of balance. Now, balance and equilibrium is very personal towards the individual, but what I would say is that you do need to prioritize rest and connection. And what I mean by that, if you're just foot to the accelerator all the time, go, and don't make time, or don't craft out time, or don't carve out time to rest and make connection, it's only a matter of time before you're going to burn out, or something's going to manifest in some sort of form of ailment or illness or disease. So it's very important that you prioritize restorative practices, and I mentioned things such as yoga, those type of exercises, but it doesn't have to be that as only. Making sure you get the right amount of sleep, so 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, making sure that your sleep practice is good, making sure you time out to relax. For me, it's listening to music or reading a book, or when I get opportunity, going out for a walk and looking at long distances. There's a particular spot that I like to go up here where I live near Rawdon. One of my favourite spots because the views there are great. But that for me is just something where I can go out, decompress, connect with nature, rest, have a few thoughts, get away from the noise and the hustle bustle. That's something that I like to do. So balancing your lifestyle, making sure it's not just constant go all the time, is important, and making sure that you get the opportunity to reconnect. And when I say connect, not only in nature, which for me is very important, but connect with friends. That's something that I personally need to work on and do more of, is connecting with like-minded people I like to spend time with, have a laugh with, discuss ideas, and just gossip if you like, because gossip can be healthy if done in the right way. But connecting with people, which is also important, so I'm getting out of that work mode all the time. So they are the 4 holistic steps that you need to take in order to reclaim your health and well-being. That's what we're talking about today. 4 holistic steps to take responsibility and reclaim your health and your wellness. So we discussed what holistic health is, and it's a multidimensional approach to health and well-being, typically used in ancient healing practices that are going to help people heal and prevent disease and encompass a higher level of wellness and well-being. We first of all spoke about mindful nutrition, so nourishing the body and the mind and the soul as well. We spoke about regular exercise. It's important to move your body as it energizes your mind and physicality as well. We talked about emotional and mental well-being, making sure that we nurture the inner self, making sure that our needs emotionally and mentally are met as well. And then number 4, balancing your lifestyle, making sure that you prioritize rest, restorative exercises, and connection, both connection with nature and connection with your community, your friends, family, and so on. So how do you feel moving forward that you can apply those 4 steps? Practicing mindful nutrition, regular exercise, nurturing your inner self, and balancing your lifestyle, you can take back that responsibility. And this is what I'm encouraging people to do. it starts and stops with you. You've often heard me say that, and it's true. There is no knight in shining armor that's going to come over the hill to rescue you and get you back to a place where you're feeling youthfully energized, focused, full of physical and mental vigor and energy that you can go about your day with purpose and produce to the best of your ability. It starts and stops with you. Remember, the journey of holistic health is ongoing. It's not just an event. It's something that you're learning. I'm learning as I go along my journey, and as I learn and gain experience and find out what works, I'm sharing these ideas and these concepts and these values that are true to me with you, so you can raise your understanding and raise your awareness, so you can try and apply them, because I believe that they will work for you in a positive manner as well. So give them a go. Let me know if that's something that you can do. I'm keen and ready to hear what your thoughts are and what your ideas are moving forward. All right, so again, I want to say a big thank you for joining me today. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and connect with me on the different platforms, LinkedIn, Instagram, and my YouTube channel, as we grow the Real Elevation community. Okay, until next time, be well, be wise, be cool, be calm, and keep it real. Blessings and chi. Until next time. Peace.